Hello everyone. So in the last video we had a look on this analog read scenario. So how this analog read is working. So what does this mean? Why do we read this as a suffix values? Because to take the analog input values and we assign it to a variable. So whenever we are assigning it to a variable, every moment when the void loop is iterating, every time we are reading the value and we are assigning it to a variable, right? So in a memory location we have an x, and x value is always, during every iteration, x value is replaced. Okay, so even if it is same value or different value, it is being replaced, right? I talked about that in the last video. Apart from that, so we declare an x and we assign the value and we serial print the value, and we are telling okay, a0 is input using pin mode. I explained you this, and also serial begin and serial print. So we studied all these things very clearly in each and every videos, and also we saw this yesterday, I mean in the last video as a whole, right? Analog read, especially this analog input, how do you read? And also we already studied about digital output. Now we are studying analog input, and we will be studying analog output and digital input. Those are the four combinations that we are supposed to study, right? All good, right? So now you understand what this code actually does. So every void loop iteration, you are getting the real time value of this A0 analog read. That is from 0 to 1023. I explained that 1024 units, 5 voltages divided into 1024 units. All good, right? So now apart from that, also you should know that you are getting the real world value, real time value, because the void loop is repetitively running, right? So if I now suddenly I open my serial monitor and see the x value, I am getting the current value. After 30 minutes, if I come and check the serial monitor, I will be getting that latest value at that time, because void loop is repetitively running forever, right? So every moment this is being assigned, this x value is being assigned by the analog read scenario. Okay. So that's totally cool, right? So let's see a small thing before we get into the next step. So we know 5 voltage is getting into 1024 units. Okay, I'm sorry, and we decrease -1 because we start from 0. Okay, I'm sorry guys. So we end up in 1023. Okay, so in another word, we can say okay, 5 voltage, okay, 1024 units. So in case your sensor is giving 1 voltage, how many units will it be? You have to divide 1024 by 5. Okay, the serial monitor value will be, I will divide it, 1024 by 5. That's really 204.8. Okay, so 4.8, and you will have to do a -1. So it may be somewhat near 203.8. So you will not get the decimal value, point value, so you will get either 203 or 204. Okay, depending on the, I don't know, whatever the scenario, right? You get the point, because we can't have these values, right? We only have the unit values in the Arduino, right? It is an integer value always, the analog read value. So we will have the nearest value. Okay, so either 203 or 204 you will get for 1 voltage. Okay, so let's say if it is 2 voltage, what will happen? So for 1, we will calculate the 1 voltage, that is 1024 by 5, and you have to multiply it by 2, right? Okay, 2. So whatever the value is, will be coming. So let me open this. So I have to multiply the 204.8 by 2. It's 49.6. So I will have the 49.6 units, and I will subtract 1, and I will get 48.6. I'm sorry again. So it will give you the value as either 408 or 409, depending on, I don't know, whatever it is. You have to test it, right? You get one of the two values. Okay, so now you know scenario. Okay, I will make it a multiplication. You know scenario during which you can I understand, okay, for this amount of voltage, this will be the analog read value. Okay, this will be the value, this will be the value for these voltages. So let's say you are giving a sensor input and you are getting a particular analog value. Okay, then you can do the reverse, right? And you can, I mean, if you, by doing the calculation in the reverse manner, okay, you will find out how many voltage is coming from the sensor. You understand what I'm telling? For the voltage, if we can find the units that Arduino is going to give us, by seeing the Arduino's unit that is coming in the serial monitor, you can find the voltage that is coming from the sensor, because you have the equation here. You understand? Okay, fine. Let it be there. So we will calculate the voltage values for, and for 0 voltage it is obviously 0. I am not doing a calculation. If you want, you can do the calculation and see it is 0. What is the analog value is going to be 0. You are not having -1 because 0 is 0 always. There's no question on that. Okay, 0 voltage, it is 0. Okay, and for 3.3 voltage, what is the value? I'm doing it for a reason. Okay, so don't worry. 3.3 voltage. So for 1 voltage, 1024 by 5, right? So I will write 1024 by 5, and then I will multiply it by 3.3. Okay. So if you are giving 3.3 voltage input from a sensor, this amount of units will be covered, right? So I will do this also. 1024 will be divided by 5. Okay, then this value will be multiplied by 3.3. So it's 685.84, 675.84 units. So we have to subtract -1. So that will be 674.84. So you will get the nearest value. Okay, nearest integer value either 674 or 675. Understood, guys? Okay, totally good. So we will do a demonstration and see. Okay, so I will tell you things. Okay, so I will copy this code and I will use Tinkercad to see whether it is working or not, right? This analog read. Okay, I'm going to read A0 and serial print the value. Simple as that, right? And I will write the necessary things in the void setup, and also I am declaring the variable as index. Okay, guys, so yep, we will do it in the upcoming video. So follow up me in the next video, guys. I will do the demonstration in the next video.